Have you ever seen those drawings made by medieval artists of animals they had never seen before? Well, I was scrolling through those pictures and it got me thinking, what if I tried to draw like a medieval artist? But then I quickly realized that the supplies I would need, the resources, just aren't available to me as a broke 17-year-old, so we're gonna have to go with plan B, which is simply drawing animals without a reference. It's not really what I wanted to do, but hey, we take what we can get. As always, before we start, if you didn't know me, I am a teen author who writes environmental themed children's fantasy novels. So I used a random animal generator to pick the animals that I was going to be drawing, and the first one I got was a tiger. Now, I feel like I got pretty lucky with this one because I love felines, I draw them pretty often, but I have never tried to draw a tiger without a reference before, and it's also been a little while since I last drew one. So here you can see I sort of forgot what the stripes looked like, so I just drew the stripes that are on my cat, like my domestic cat, which is an orange tabby. I couldn't really remember any of the details, honestly. I just slapped on some classic big cat features and hoped for the best. So here is my no reference tiger. I think the final drawing isn't bad, it's more realistic than I thought I was going to be able to make it, but it just doesn't look like a tiger. I feel like it looks like a bobcat, and I asked 2 other people and they both thought it was a bobcat, so that's confirmed. I think it's the ears and the face shape and maybe the stripes, but I don't really know what else a tiger's stripes would look like. Also, something about the mouth is a little bit uncanny valley. I didn't even know you could get uncanny valley from a feline, but I guess that happens when you spend a lot of time staring at them. So here is a picture of what a tiger actually looks like. Whoa, okay, so the stripes are definitely different. The snout is a lot bigger than I thought it was, and the face is a lot rounder. And I also forgot that some parts on the tiger's face are white, which is normally a detail that I really enjoy adding, so I'm not really sure why I forgot about that. I feel like if you didn't know that my drawing was supposed to be a tiger, then it would be okay, but since you do know, it's not that great. Alright, so the next animal that was given to me by the generator is a puffin. And I've got to admit, I have not seen a puffin or even a picture of a puffin in maybe like a year. So I wasn't expecting much from this to begin with, but it ended up even worse than what I was expecting. I don't draw birds very often, so unlike with the tiger, I didn't have anything that I could sort of fall back on. And I knew there was black somewhere on a puffin, I just didn't know where it was. So I made this weird looking shape on its eye, and I also made the tips of its wings black. And then I covered its body in this weird shaggy hair that made it look like the ugly duckling. Overall, I hate this, and I'm very sorry to any puffin lovers out there. So here is my drawing of a puffin with no reference, and here is an actual puffin. This is a little bit shameful since I consider myself an animal lover, and I feel like a real puffin is so cute, but mine just doesn't capture any of it really. And I didn't get the cute little squinty eyes either. So basically what I learned from this is that I need to draw more birds, look at more pictures of puffins, and use a reference while I'm drawing. Next up is something that'll hopefully boost my confidence. It's a sea turtle, and I just drew a sea turtle. It was for AP Bio, we were doing sketches of animals, but anyway. I still was not super sure of myself because I don't really draw sea turtles either. This whole process has led me to realize that I really only draw cats. But I tried my best here. I think I remembered the general shapes pretty well. You can see me struggling with the pattern on its shell. I always struggle with this pattern. I was debating with myself whether or not I should add the eyes, but since I don't really know what sea turtle eyes look like, I decided not to. So hopefully it doesn't look too weird that the head is just sort of a blob. And I didn't really know what I was doing with the shading either. I felt like it kept looking flat, but I wasn't really sure what was the cause of that. So I just started adding random shadows here and there. And I don't have much else to say. I'm not sure why this clip is so long. I hope this video isn't boring. I'm realizing now that I'm doing the voiceover that I might be a little bit boring. But I feel like I just needed to film a video right now to get into the swing of things since I haven't uploaded anything in so long. And it took me like 2 weeks to film this video between all my procrastination. So I'm sorry if it isn't the best, I tried. Oh, also, if you're wondering what happened to my picture book series, I kind of lost motivation to keep filming that one because I finished my picture book and I was still like super behind on all the videos. And it just felt sort of repetitive doing the same thing every video. But if you guys want to see it, then comment down below and I'll bring it back. I really appreciate anyone who's watching this video, by the way. I have 50 subscribers right now, so every little bit helps. So just bear with me, bear with this boring video for a while. I'm sorry. So this right here is my drawing of a sea turtle, and here is an actual sea turtle. I don't have much to say here. It turned out basically like what I was expecting it to. There are some inaccuracies here and there, but I think overall I got the idea down. The next animal though, the next animal is scaring me. So the generator decided to be mean and gave me a pronghorn. And the reason this scares me is that I'm not 100% sure I know what a pronghorn is. I'm pretty sure that it's like something similar to a deer, but it could be something else entirely. I'm not confident that I know what it is. So I'm just trying my best here. I don't draw deer often either, so I struggle to figure out what everything should look like. And also at this point, each drawing had taken me around like 45 minutes so far, but I was losing time and I was losing motivation, so I decided to not do any shading on the following pictures. I'm sorry about that, but I hope it still looks good anyway. Actually, who am I kidding? Neither of the next two pictures are gonna look good, but I hope that's okay. I hope it's okay is what I meant. I made my little pronghorn's head tilt upwards and give it a little pose with its front leg. I colored the hooves, or I don't know if they're called hooves, but I colored those things black. So here's my drawing of a pronghorn, and here's a real pronghorn. So thankfully I wasn't terribly off. I had the right idea in thinking it was something similar to a deer, but the proportions are different, and now that I'm looking at it, the antlers do make a lot more sense. You know, they look like prongs and it's pronghorn. I should have thought of that. And finally, the last animal the generator chose for me was a porcupine, and this drawing was so rushed. I did it in like 5 minutes. And although I was trying not to make any of these cartoony, I feel like this was the most cartoony out of all of them. I sort of just drew like a rodent with spikes because I didn't really know what else a porcupine looked like. You know the drill by now. Here's a picture of my drawing and here's a picture of a real porcupine. I wasn't expecting the spikes to all be pointing in the same direction. For some reason I thought they would just be sticking out all over the place. I did have fun drawing this though. I like porcupines because I remember when I was little, I used to really love watching them at the Beijing Zoo in China with my grandpa. My favorite animal though was probably the elephants because they had these elephant statues that I like to climb on and pretend that I was riding them. But anyway, we're getting off topic. For me, filming this video really helps drive home how important references are. Some non-artists think that using references is like cheating, but obviously that's not true because if you don't have them, then this is what you end up with. And I also now want to have more of the real experience of a medieval artist. I'd be really curious to see what it's like. I'd want to have like a frantic messenger run over and excitedly tell me what they've seen, and I'd draw it and people would be looking at my drawing and trying to imagine this strange creature standing in front of them. Okay, to be honest, I don't have anything else to say, but I need to get this video over 10 minutes long, so I guess I'll talk about some of my future video ideas. So in July, I ordered a really big diamond painting of Cleo and Fern from my book Windseeker, and I'm still working on it. I haven't worked on it in a long time, but I'm planning to record all of it and post a video of it once I'm done. That'll take a really long time. As I said, I'm not even done with like probably 1/10 of it yet. Other than that, I've had a bunch of random video ideas. I've actually started a bunch of videos but then sort of gave up or didn't finish some of them halfway through. I'm working on getting it all together, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I procrastinate a lot, and procrastination is very normal. A lot of people, when they hear that I'm the author of 10 books at age 17, they assume that I'm like some sort of genius, or like I'm I don't know, like super motivated, super driven. That is not true. It's definitely not true. I'm planning on making a video on that too. You'll see more of that later. Okay, I think I've rambled on for long enough. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really tired right now. I have school tomorrow morning too, so I have to get some sleep. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day.